Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on, let's see, today's Thursday, September the 22nd. The year's 2022. Let's talk trading. Finding a trade. As always, these videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. I kind of got the idea of today's video from one of the traders who donated and was asking how can he set up the dashboard so he can find a 1, 2, 3 trade. Well, it's the bars high-low indicator is the one you're going to want to use, and just so you can see all the different indicators I'm using here. But we're basically looking for a in his case, he wanted to find a 1, 2, 3 trade. And so you come to the dashboard, and since HL is the indicator that you want to use, the indicator period is D1. Now, what this will tell you is for today, how many H1 bars ago was the high of the day made, and how many H1 bars ago was the low of the day made. If I remember correctly. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's it. So you can see 2 H1 bars ago, we put in the high of the day, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we put in the low of the day. So for a holo trade, that happened last hour, and you can see there was a nice move there. We had all kind of news over the past 24 hours. We had FOMC, which made the price go crazy here. Then we had the Bank of Japan come out and made the price go crazy here. And then we just had the Bank of England come out in the past hour, and it made the price go crazy. And I had shorted before the news, something you shouldn't do. Don't try this at home, boys and girls and non-binary traders. I put a short on at 50 something, and I put a TP at 1300. It came down and took out my TP. But I was just looking left, and I'm just thinking they're running the price up before the news, so they can probably slam it down. And so I took the chance, and I think I got 52 pips out of the trade. So, but I left about 25 on the table, or 30 on the table, because the low of that bar was actually 11270. But that's okay. I still got more than I left on the table. And you can't be greedy, because you just never know with these trades. But the clue in this particular case was this big bar here. That's a return bar, just like that's a return bar. But back to the main topic, finding trades. So we use the dashboard. That'll find you a holo trade right here, so you would know. And usually, if this is yellow, that means it occurred 1 bar ago. So what I can do is I can turn off a couple of these indicators here. And this one doesn't turn off. Okay, so I'll just delete that one. Because that's basically candle color. So what we will do is we will go into the dashboard, and we will type in all, and we'll get all the symbols. So now, if you like to trade multiple pairs, the dashboard helps you so you don't have to do so much chart flipping. So let's just see. We've got a bunch that are possible 1, 2, 3s. Is there anything I would consider trading? Maybe the Swiss franc. So we click on the Swiss franc. going to take a while to load that data because I haven't done anything with the franc, and we've already missed that trade by about 23 pips. So if we would have been there at the top of the hour, we could have seen that happening. But let's see, we have the Australian dollar Swiss franc making a high this hour. That's weird because this high, 65,293, looks slightly higher than this high. So why does that say 0? That's interesting. I wonder what it's thinking. I'll have to double check that. But anyway, this indicates that this was making a high, made a low 5 bars ago, and so it's coming back down. You can also see here, we don't have a holo trade at the moment, but we're in the upper rat zone. We crossed above the high of the wick zone, and we're above the ATR zone. So this is definitely screaming, look for shorts or take a short right here. Let's see. On the other hand, let's look at the yen is making new low here. Wow. I should have left that short on. I am so ticked with myself. Oh, I had a short at 144.67. And I should have just left it alone. I don't even want to talk about it. But I just knew, even though it did run up to 145.76, I'm just kind of kicking myself. I should have had a short, a sell limit up here somewhere, because I just knew it. But then again, you have to trade what you see, and if you're not going to be there, then you just have to place your bets and see what happens. But, 145 to 140, I mean, that could have made, or even 143 to 140 on the second go round. That could have been a huge day. Huge day. But so you can see here, so this is saying, this could bounce, and it already did bounce off of 48. So it's 34 pips, 35, 36 pips out of the rat zone. But here we've got the New Zealand yen that's making a low. It's still in the rat zone. It's still a holo trade. So now what you have to do is basically wait for a signal to go long. So it has all the attributes sitting here. So you can just wait patiently for a long to occur. So that's a way to find a trade. Is you can set up the dashboard, and then go ahead and start picking the trades or that you see, or trade something that you like to trade. I haven't traded the euro yen in, wow, a very long time. I can't even remember the last time, but you can see it hit the 139 and is bouncing. So we're made a low. We're in the lower rat zone. We passed the ATR zone. I mean, it's got 480 some pip range. I mean, that is just huge. So that's something to keep keep your eye on. I'm not sure. I guess the Bank of Japan did an intervention. So I'd look for these pairs to reverse. Maybe not today, but sometime soon. Let's put these charts back to the pound. And let's just run through the charts. Let's see. Of course, always have your risk management in place. That goes without saying, right? Well, we put in a new low for the year. Weekly, we filled all the gaps. You can see we're still below that weekly pivot. We actually entered the opening range for the week and then fell back down through it, but we're up 53 pips for the day, with the daily open being 112.65. Now, once again, opportunity. Let's see, where do we have it? Close to low. So you see we've got 110, 111 pips here on the pound. Where was that? The euro yen is still way above its yearly low. But here's the Aussie dollar, 85, the euro dollar, 70. New Zealand Canadian, 51. So by using this, this is another way to find trades. You can set this up for the year, or you can set one up for the month. And so if you like to trade off the extremes, this is the one where it shows you. Weekly, as I mentioned, we put in a new low for the year, 108 pips off that low. Not much inside bar action with the way prices have been moving lately. We did have an inside bar 3 days ago. Range today, pound 152. The beast, 525 pips. Euro yen 484. Swiss yen 794. This is just some unreal price action here. So there's definitely some opportunities to be had. And you can see here the buy zone. And so when you're looking for trades, once again, if you want to look at the buy zone, you can see how far price is away from the open. So close open, 51 pips. So let's see, you got the euro AD's in the buy zone, the euro pound is in the buy zone. We've got the New Zealand Canadian dollar in the buy zone. So buy zones within 10 pips of the open. So you can take those open crosses if you like, or you can wait to see if it's going to really make that move or not. And I'm almost out of time. Rat zone. The pound definitely, the red rats definitely feasted today. We took out the pivot. Oops, wrong chart for that. See, we didn't take out the weekly pivot, and we haven't taken out the monthly pivot, but we did take out the daily. And when the Bambino indicator said go short, which at the news was dead on. So, fellow traders, I hope that helps, because remember, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and I guess hit that notification bell. This is TheRumpledOne, over and out.